This domination grind is going to be the fucking end of me, I swear. Anyway, still, this is the most fun time of the year when you first start building up your team, or whenever you're starting. First off, we pull the golden snitch. If you get that reference, you're probably a Harry Potter fan and you're the fucking GOAT. But yeah, this is when building up your team is probably the most fun you're going to have in MyTEAM. Usually when more cards come out later in the year, it gets a little bit less fun because then you start to have more Amethyst and Diamonds and your team is kind of overpowered. But when you're first building up and you get like a fucking Monte Ellis, you're like, oh shit, it's lit! Come at me in the pick and roll, boy! That's when it's kind of more fun because then your team really does have players that need to fill their role. And my one question is, how the fuck is this guy still in the league? And is it just me, or did the domination luck just suck fucking ass juice for anybody else? Like, I did not get anybody over silver, and I think they did that on purpose. Actually, I lied. I got one gold player. In 30 teams, I got one gold player. That was my best luck. Even though I got emeralds onto the all-star pack, still, that is some shit. And this Kyle Korver, by the way, I think it was my best pull in the whole domination other than the gold player, because it got me to see this Quinton Richardson stats. When Q Rich is paired with Kyle Korver, he actually goes up to an 88, gets a 96 3-pointer, 85 mid-range, all of his passing goes up, and he becomes an amazing off guard, and his speed goes up as well, so you can even start running the ball with him. So he goes to an 88, technically a ruby. Sadly, my team is filled and stacked with shooting guards and small forwards, so I didn't even find the space to really have Kyle Korver just for the sake of having the boost. But if you do have room on your team, I suggest trying to find a Kyle Korver and pairing them with the Q Rich, because he's so easy to get. That's an easy 88 ruby overall to put on your team and just kill people with, because that Q Rich is already a pretty good card. He's going to sit on my bench for quite a while. Now here comes the one gold player that I got out of this entire domination, and the first domination I think is the real grind, because when you get to historic domination, then you can pull emeralds out of those packs. If you check the market, you'll see emerald historics all over the place. Here goes Vince Carter's dynamic duo with Richard Jefferson. I don't know who the fuck they are, old no knees brothers, but I highly recommend honestly just making the effort and grinding out domination. There's no points I think in playing MyTEAM online yet. You're like, why grind that out and just beat the mode, quote unquote, already so soon? Get your team together and get some of these players, get your collection up, get some of the collection rewards, and when you get to historic domination, then sell those players that you get from historic domination, because right now is when they'll be worth the most for the entire year. The only sucky part about getting through the grind of the first domination is realistically you're probably not going to get anybody of worth unless it's somebody from a popular collection like the Magic or the Thunder, because those are the most popular players being sought after right now for the collection rewards that they give. So honestly, the whole goal is to look towards the Amethyst reward player at the end, and then historic domination you can probably make some MT, and then you can look towards the diamond player at the end. I'm personally going to try to fly through historic domination this week. I don't know if I'm going to do it as quick as I did normal domination, but during the week I'm also going to release a guide on how to get 3 stars the easiest possible way in domination. I do this every single year. Domination is what I'm fucking known for. I just grind it out as soon as the year starts. So if you're having troubles with that, be sure to look out for that this week. Actually, I lied. This pack in the Pistons pack, I pulled a gold player as well. I pulled Reggie Jackson, but he's not worth shit fucking either, and I don't even like Reggie Jackson. I almost wanted to quick sell him, but I needed the MT, so I only pulled 2 gold players and the Kyle Korver, which gave me a pretty good reward in the 88 Q Rich. And with the Clippers pack coming up, I was praying for like DJ or Reddit, because those were realistic and would have been worth something, because the Clippers are expensive.
Really, nigga?
For those of you wondering, I'm a Knicks fan and we just have history with this fat fuckboy Felton, so if you were going to ask, I always somehow just have a tendency to pull the players that I don't like or honestly want nothing to do with or don't want to use. That always happens to me. But with the end in sights, all I was doing was hoping for decent emerald pulls out of the all-star packs just to make a little bit of MT. Right now I'm just trying to stack up because I kind of have everybody I want until I finish domination, and then more cards start coming up. Then I'm using this MT to buy who else I want. As of right now, the team is pretty set in stone and put together. There I go. I get Drummond, I get DeRozan, and I had actually pulled Lowry in a pack opening yesterday, but I ended up selling him. So if you know what that Lowry DeRozan combo is, let me know. I don't know what it looks like. I pulled a Beard in the final MT All-Stars pack, and this is a pretty good pull. I think he went for like 10,000, and then I ended up getting enough cards to get the Spreewell. Ty Lawson is a weird dynamic duo for him, but this Spreewell is a pretty nice card. Him can dunk, him play defense, and him can hit shots, and his layup is really high. He's athletic, so it's a really good card. That's at 85, so I'm currently wondering what the card looks like with the dynamic duo. Probably easily goes up to Ruby, but we will have to wait and see for that Ty Lawson card. I know finally everything has come to an end, and this is the screen you get to when you beat Domination. It takes you into it right away. These are all the cards: World Be Free, Steve Francis, Jerry Stackhouse, Marion, Dennis Johnson, and Jim Jackson. Personally, I think World Be Free is the best reward, but I am stacked at the point guard position, and I already have people in the future that I want at the point guard, so there's no point in getting him and having him for the whole year and might not end up using him the whole time. So I went for this Stackhouse, and this fucking intro was amazing. Jesus, for one card, Stack was probably the all-around best card next to World Be Free. He's exactly the same, I think, as the Amethyst Stackhouse from last year. Really high shot close, a really good layup, a 90 driving dunk, can hit threes, his mid-range is fucking on fleek, athletic as shit, and even has a slight post game to him. The only downside that I'd say about him is he doesn't really have many dribble moves. His animations aren't really on point. His shot is easy to get, but he doesn't have a lot of create space dribble moves, so you kind of have to find it a different way. But either way, if you're good at the game, that's not a problem this year. And that is that. Domination is in the books. Time to move on to historic. Let me know who you guys have got and who y'all have picked and how they have turned out for you guys so far.